Capricorn, welcome to your reading today. Capricorn, today we're going to do a love reading. So let's talk about you. Let's see what's going on in love. Ooh, we have wedding rings. Ooh la la. Union, wedding, getting married. Soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Well, to those of you who are getting engaged or recently getting engaged or recently got engaged, let's use proper English. Congratulations, but it looks to me like whoever's you're dealing with or are about to deal with, you either are married or you go marry this person. Let's talk about a Capricorn. Let's get into your reading. All right, Cap, let's talk. Wheel of Fortune! Can this reading start out any better than this? All right, all right, all right. Wheel spinning in your favor, feeling lucky, feeling blessed, feeling like this is your destiny. Seven of Pentacles, finally meeting the person you can invest in, grow old with, spend some time with. What's on the other side of that Seven of Pentacles? There's the Nine of Pentacles. We do start this with the single Capricorn collective, I do believe. There's the King of Swords, surrendering to love. Down on bended knee. Because, you know, King of Swords on bended knee here. All right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We got the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's falling in love. DJ got us falling in love again. All right, Capricorn, you about to fall in love here. We have the Nine of Pentacles with this Queen of Cups. One more. Hey, say what? Why is the Ten of Pentacles? Excusez-moi. That's the Ten of Cups. Why is it in reverse? I don't know. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? I don't know. Why is she upside down? Nine of Swords. Ooh. You might be doubting yourself or you might be worried. This is like an energy where you're worried you're never going to find love. And it's like your intuition's, you know, a little part is telling you to be patient, divine timing, you'll find that person. But then you go on some bad dates or you jump online, there's no one there, everyone's a loser, everyone's low class, no good people around you, and you're feeling hopeless. It's like hopeless in love to falling in love. So let's talk about it, because again, we start this with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is coming right off the bat. You may have already met this person, Capricorn, or you're about to meet them. And this is like, why is the High Priest? Okay, we got to narrow down the High Priestess in reverse. I think it's like, Spirit's like, it's like I feel like Spirit's rubbing this in your face. Like, I told you, you were going to meet the one. You just had to have patience. Why were you doubting me? I told ya. You just need to have patience. I told ya. You just needed to focus on metaphysics. Understand. So there's this energy where divine timing and destiny is involved, Capricorn. And, well, for you, that's right now. Which means that, can we learn about this? Well, we see the person, we'll find out about them in a moment. What do we want to do with the Seven of Pentacles? What's the message? Yeah, I really feel like a hopeless in love. If this is your energy, you've been frustrated in love, you haven't been happy with your options, you've been waiting. You've been waiting for a love like this. That's not how the song goes. I don't know what the words are to the song, but either way. You've been waiting and wondering, and you're looking for a relationship, not a fling, not a FWB, no casual bullshit here. Capricorn's looking for something serious, and you have finally found someone that you feel is worth your investment. So right now we're going to learn a little bit about this person, because they are presenting as the Queen of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's tap in and see. They could very well be an Aquarius. There's the star. There's a Ten of Cups. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, and there's the Fool. You know, with Venus moving into Pisces here, I don't remember the exact date, but it is happening in the month of March. So in a couple weeks, Venus is going to be moving into Pisces here. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't check. I have a little astrology calendar over there, but I didn't wear my glasses today, and I didn't put my contacts in. So I can't read it, Capricorn, but it doesn't matter. Because with Venus moving into Pisces, there is a strong emphasis on love, on an emotional love, but there's also a strong emphasis on immediate connection. So there's that element of needing to slow down the heart, slow down the relationship in a little sense, and I feel that this is going to be instant connection, instant. Look at the cards when I asked about this person. They love you. They see you. They fall in love. This is Dreamweaver. You're moving in slow motion. The wind is in your hair. You know, you're just like, they're in awe of you. Look at the cards. Can you see the cards? Am I on camera? Six of Wands, the Fool, the Star, and the Ten of Cups. So this is someone who is emotionally available. This is someone who's looking, they could be looking for a family or just looking to settle down into a relationship. They could want someone who's family oriented or has a big family, or they do as well. But this person's very stable. They want a real connection. And it's like, I just keep seeing them on a bended knee. They're like, they're open. They're not a King of Swords because they're cold. They're King of Swords because they're a master of the mental plane, or they are just literally an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person's really smart though, Capricorn. And, well, when they see you, they know they want you. There's no doubt in their mind. So, okay. Their intentions, we already know their intentions. So how does Capricorn initially feel about this King of Swords when this, you know, some of you have already met this person, but the rest of you are going to be meeting them soon. You feel like you can finally put your past behind you. You're very attracted. For me as a reader, when I get the strength in a love reading, that's passion, that's lust, that's physical connection. You're very attracted. But there's the emotional connection. I like it, Capricorn. I like it. Yeah, there's no nookie here until the emotions are there. You're attracted to this person, but you are going to be holding back. You feel like you can finally put your past behind you. You can finally move forward. But you're going to be putting an emphasis on the emotional bonds. You're going to date this person. But right away, you feel that connection and that chemistry with them too. We have the King and the Queen of Cups. That is two people who are compatible, which tells me you two are compatible. I don't know what else to say about that. So the question is here, and one of the things that don't belong in this reading, it's Ten of Pentacles. It's like, why do I keep calling this a Ten of Pentacles? It is the Ten of Cups. I just looked. Why is it upside down? What's the Ten of Cups here? Why is it upside down for Capricorn? What does this mean? What does it all mean? We want the tea. We want the details. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, this is going to be you slowing things down. You are going to want to date this person because you don't want to be disappointed. Yeah, they made a great first impression, so maybe they were just trying to impress you. So they're, you know, everyone's trying to make impressions at the beginning, but it does take a few months and take time to really get to know them. So you don't want to be, I'm going to say in the past you learned about either getting physical too quickly, getting your heart involved too quickly, without really getting to know the person on a deeper level, right? And you're not going to allow that to happen again. It's like, been there, done that. I'm not making the same mistake I made before. So I'm going to stay single and we're going to date. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to spend time together. So you're going to be taking this really slow, but you're really attracted to this person, but you don't want to get hurt, right? If you're, you know, there's different types of people out there. Some people can just go hump anybody. Their emotions don't get involved. I think they do eventually, but some people don't, some people do. And so it's just knowing yourself and being aware of that. And if you do, then not getting physical until the emotional connection is there and you're certain that they're not just, you know, a bunny humping everybody here from Timbuktu. So you've learned before here with the disappointment with going too quickly, like I said, either physically or emotionally. You're going to stay single, you're going to get to know this person, but I do feel a little da-da-da-da type of marriage energy here. This is someone that you have the potential to marry, Capricorn. Well, that's exciting. I'm happy for you. So let's get some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And we'll jump back into the tarot. We'll do a potential outcome. And we shall see where you are with this person in a month. We'll go 30 days out. Right now is the end of February 2026. We'll go to the end of March. However, it is a timeless reading. So if this pops up on your feed at a different time, it's 30 days from when you're watching the reading time. Whoa. There's some challenges here. Okay, so the caring connection here is look for ways around the obstacles in order to find happiness, right? When there's a will, there's a way. I'm not going to get the hidden truth. I think this is very new, very fresh, but let's just see what you need to surrender to when it comes to this relationship, this situation, this person. What does Capricorn need to surrender to here when it comes? Okay, your fear of change, okay? The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. I'm getting an intuitive message here. Well, let me stop talking. I need to read the card and then I'll get there. Hold on. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your jobs, your health, or relationship. If you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. This people-pleasing, the message that I'm getting, that someone's guide is coming through quite strongly here. You may have in the past here, and I actually notice this a lot, it's not just you, Capricorn, a lot of people do this. But you're dating someone, you really like them, there's really a lot of potential. You might say yes or do things you don't want to do just to please them or just to seem like you're easygoing and you're trying to make this work. But I also get this feeling of neglecting your needs or your wants. I don't get this feeling, that's what they're telling me, okay? So neglecting your needs or your wants to satisfy this person. So it's like you're afraid to, let's say for example, you don't want kids and they're sitting there on the second date telling you they want 10 kids, they want 5 girls, 5 boys, they want twins, they want triplets, they want to adopt babies, they want babies, they got babies on the mind, but you don't want kids. So in that moment, you're not compatible. As much as you like this person, as much as you wish it would work, you have to stand up for your needs and for your wants, right? I see a lot of people thinking that they'll change or you'll change or and it's just two people not compatible, and I feel they're telling me you've done that in the past. They don't want you to do that this time. Stand firm on your boundaries and what it is that you want. Don't say yes to things you don't want to do just so you seem agreeable or easygoing, because you're not going to keep that behavior up forever, right? Because you don't want to do it, right? It's like, you know, they want to go skydiving, you're like, sure, but you're scared shitless. I'm never going skydiving. Like, I will never skydive, and you know, you don't want to skydive either, right? So it's probably not a good idea to say yes to a skydiving date, you know? So it's that type of energy, Capricorn. So they want you to surrender to the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. You matter too. And saying yes to skydiving when you don't want to skydive is not going to be fun for you. Let me tell you. Okay. So, you know what's funny? When I was a teenager, my friend's dad, he was a professional skydiver. Wonder how she's doing. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in 30 days. Let's go to the end of February 2020, the end of March 2026. Or like I said, just 30 days from 1 year. Watch it. Just read it. Where's Capricorn in this person? How they doing? How things going? What's going on? What's going down? We want the details. We got 4 swords. Okay. Can we get a card on the table here? Let's cut the deck because we're not getting anything. Alright, cut the deck. Alright. Where's Capricorn in a month? How's things going with this person? How are things developing? What do we need to know, need to be aware of? What you want to say? It's Cafe. The Lovers. The 2 of Pentacles is in reverse. That's actually the card you want in reverse here. Okay. That little guy wants out. 2 of Swords. What's on the other side of that? The 5 of Swords. The Fool's in reverse. The Hangman's in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, I didn't pick my deck up upside down. There's the 4 of Wands. There is a delay here in this relationship. Let's see what the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords is. Could be options. It could be a disagreement. There's an element here where you're not sure if you want to stay or if you want to walk away, Capricorn. The 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. You're not sure if you want to stay or walk away. You're thinking, the Fool's in reverse. You don't know if this can work. Why is Capricorn thinking? What's the issue? What's going on? What's the challenge here? Why is Capricorn wondering if this can work or not? The Hanged Man. The World is in reverse. Okay. For some, I said for 2. I was literally going to say for 2 of you. So this might be specific, but for some of you, I'm not so sure this person is stable or good with their money. They may be very frivolous with their money. They might have a lot of debt. You know, it's like someone, you know, they're divorced, they're paying alimony, they're paying child support, they got laid off from their job, their hours are cut. There's just an element here where you're not so sure about their stability financial-wise. It's like, do you want to bring on that burden of their financial challenges, their financial struggles? I mean, it is early in the relationship for that consideration. However, if you're going to consider someone you're marrying, you need to be on the same page finance-wise, right? If they take vacations every month, every 6 weeks, they're going to Bermuda, going to the Bahamas, and they got $30,000 debt, and you're not like that, that could be a challenge, right? So for some of you, I feel like there's a challenge financial-wise. I think you may live different lifestyles, and you're not so sure if this could work. For others of you, what's the 5 of Pentacles? There's a guarded energy. So they are presenting as the King of Swords, so they are guarded. They might be, what's the guarded energy? What's the challenge? What's the guarded energy? Wheel of Fortune. It's not guarded. They're trying too hard. You feel like they're trying too hard, and that's making you suspicious. Okay. And it's making you wonder, like, why are they trying so hard? You really feel, it's like they're trying too hard to impress you. It makes you don't like it. Like you don't need anything, you're wondering why. The Knight of Pentacles. So why are they trying so hard? What is that energy? So you feel like they're trying too hard. Maybe they brought you an extravagant gift, or maybe they're trying to impress you through riches or through money, and it's making you question things. What is their intention then? What is their intention? Well, the Devil's in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Just to be loved. This person, they want love, but I think that they may have grown up in a type of environment where, you know, their parents showed them love by buying things, not like that was the love language. And that's their love language, is buying gifts. They want your love, and they feel that that's the way to impress you. And I don't feel that that's the way to impress you. So I feel like, yeah, there's potential, but you don't know if this could work. And there it is again, though. So there's your value. So Capricorn, there's some challenges here with gifts giving, you know, finances, showering with gifts, flowering you with gifts, and you're wondering why it's like you don't like it. It's like you think it's fake. That's what I'm hearing, is you think it's fake, right? They show up with gifts all the time, or like it's like you just don't. It's making you question their authenticity and their interest in you. So I feel that you guys have different love languages here, but you're Capricorn, and usually Capricorn's love language, a lot of Capricorns would be buying gifts or showing love in that way. So I really feel like they might be extravagant or just going like way out. It's like, you know, your second date and they show up with, you know, $10,000 diamond earrings. You're like, whoa, I've known you for 2 days here. What's this? So you're trying to decide if you're compatible in a month from now. So there'll be definitely some challenging conversations with regards to maybe love language or their intentions. I do feel they have good intentions, Capricorn, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, you're wondering, you're working on it, you're taking it slow. Like there's potential. You're just wondering if they're being authentic. So it'll take you the time that you need to take to decide that. You're not going to rush into it. I don't see you making that decision because you feel the bond and you feel the connection. Maybe you just need to tell them to tone it down on the gifts a little bit. Save those diamond earrings for, you know, a 1 year anniversary or something. Not a 1 date anniversary. So you're wondering. So what's the advice then for Capricorn here in the month? What's the advice for Capricorn with regards to this person here in a month? Hierophant. Make your mind up. So there it is. They're going to be, okay. Trust your intuition, because in a month they're going to be pushing for a relationship. They're going to want commitment from you, Capricorn. There's them, like, it's been a month here, let's commit. Let's go on a weekend getaway here. Let's have a trip together. Let's solidify this. Let's make this official. And you're not so sure. So you're going to have to, if you're not sure and they want commitment, those are two people on different pages. So you're freaking attracted to them, though. You're just not sure if this person makes you happy, Capricorn. So, I do feel you're going to have to it's going to take strong communication and challenges to discuss the issue. When you bring that issue up and say, listen, I don't like these extravagant gifts, or when you're talking about your finances, which is really hard. It's uncomfortable, in my opinion, to be talking about that so early, but I feel like it is affecting this, right? It's like they're taking you to all the 5-star restaurants where, you know, your steak is $500. You're like, wow. So the message here is to make it clear what your intentions are and what it is that you want. And if you guys have this conversation and you're just on different pages, it might be best to walk away. But if the conversation goes well, they can adjust. They can see maybe that gift was too much, or maybe that was a little much there, you know, tone down that energy of things and really focus on getting to know each other more so than buying each other fancy gifts or whatever. You know, like, I keep going back to that expensive restaurant. It's like maybe you just want a picnic in the forest, in the beach or something, and they're taking you to, you know, $10,000 restaurant here. So that's the message for you, Capricorn, is to make your mind up and make it clear. If they want commitment, if they want to settle down and they're not willing to adjust or compromise or hear you out, you guys aren't on the same page, you might have to walk away. But if they are willing to, I feel they're going to, how will they be? Yeah, they will. This person just really wants to impress you. They just really want this to work. So they feel that's how they need to impress you. And they just really want you. So you might have to discuss love languages and, you know, just give little nudges about what actually impresses you and what it is that you actually want. There's a lot of potential, but I feel love language is different here, or there's a big difference in the finances, and you know, apply it how it applies, right? You don't want to take on someone's baggage. If they're $5 million in debt here, you know, you got to consider that as well. So take which scenario applies to you, but you feel a connection, you feel a bond. You're just wondering if this can work and how to make it work. That's what I have. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Capricorn, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated with you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, hype the reading. It does help the readings get out there, help other Capricorns find them. So thank you. I always appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off with your final message, baby. Yes or no? Which is the answer? It's a Capricorn's question. Yes or no? Are you ready? The answer is indubitably. Okay, Capricorn, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.